Okay, welcome to Success Math 120 class. And we have some questions on the board. Class, these are the kind of tough questions you expected to see in the exam. Class, nobody will ask you to differentiate 2x raised to power 5. This is too simple. This is just basic simple differentiation where you have your coefficients, you have your base, and you have your power. This is just simple differentiation where you have your coefficient. In case you're just new here, that means you don't even know this. This is the simplest form they can ever ask, which will not come out in the exam. It's too simple. Class, in this one, you have what we call your coefficients. Your coefficient is the number before x. The number before what? X is called your base. And 5 is your power. Anytime you want to differentiate, you have coefficients. The number that comes before x is called your coefficient. X is called your base. And 5 is called your power. So when you want to differentiate, you have to multiply coefficient and power. The first step of differentiation, simple differentiation, which you should have known by now, but some people resume late. Multiply your coefficient and power. 2 times 5, you have 10. I hope this is showing. 2 times 5, you have 10. That's the first rule of differentiation. First step, multiply coefficient and. Step 2, repeat your base, x. Repeat your base what? Please follow carefully, follow carefully. This is not a course you joke with. And step 3, subtract 1 from the power, 5 minus 1. So class, the differentiation of 2x raised to power 5 is 10x raised to power 4. The differentiation of 2x raised to power 5 is 10x raised to power 4. So class, if you have a function y equals to 2x raised to power 5, then we'll say dy dx equals to 10x raised to power 4. Class, the symbol or the expression we use to represent derivative is called dy. We use dy dx to represent derivative or differentiation. Another name for differentiation is derivative. Another name for differentiation is derivative. So one more time, this coefficient, this base, this power. There are 3 steps when you want to differentiate these simple kind of questions. Multiply the coefficient and power. You say 2 times 5, 10. Bring down your base, x, and subtract 1 from the power. 5 minus 1, 4. If I want to differentiate 10x raised to power 4, I'll go again. In this time around, my 10 is my coefficient, x is the base, and 4 is the. Step 1, multiply coefficient and power. 10 times 4, 40. Repeat your base, x. Subtract 1 from the power, 3. 40x raised to power 3. Simple method of different. But class, someone has learned this now and thinks he's ready for exam. No. Class, imagine learning this and say, okay, now differentiate 2xy plus 4y raised to power 3 plus 3x squared y equals 7. Class, the way you differentiate x components is different from the way you differentiate y. Class, there's a big difference when they say y equals to 3x plus 5. Class, in this function, this is an explicit function. In this function, the components of y are clearly separated from the components of x. So if they say y equals to 3x plus 5, differentiate, you say dy dx, dy what? Equals. Differentiate 3x. 3x means 3x raised to power 1. So differentiate 3x raised to power 1. You say 3 times 1, 3. Bring down your x. Subtract 1 from the power. Your 1 minus 1, 0. Class, 5 is a constant. Differentiate 5, it disappears. Anytime you have a number that does not contain x and you have to differentiate it, the number it no longer exists. It no longer exists. So the final differentiation of 3x raised to power 1 plus 5 is 3x raised to power 0, which is 3, because x raised to power 0 is 1. Anything raised to power 0 is what? Any variable raised to power 0 is 1. So x raised to power 0 is, so 3 times 1, 3. But class, next time, you don't need to go through this long method. Anytime you say a number and x and you have to differentiate 3x, your answer is 3. Differentiate 5x, your answer is 5. Differentiate 10x, your answer is 10. Differentiate 20x, your answer is 20. Anytime you have a number with x, class, clean the x, take the number. Anytime you have a number with x, clean the x, take the number. Clean the x, take the number. Give me a new marker there. Clean marker. 2. Class, I know why I'm hammering on this simple foundation because this foundation will help us in whatever we're doing here though. But class, in this function, you see x and y existing in the same expression, 2xy. 4y raised to power 3, 3x squared, y equals to 7. Class, anytime you see a function where x and y are mixed up together in the same function, class, you are dealing with an implicit differentiation. You're going to apply what? Implicit what? So class, write down the first thing I'll teach you is implicit differentiation. Implicit implicits. Now class, pay close attention. Pay close attention. Class, in implicit differentiation, we're not just differentiating x, we're also differentiating y. Before now, if they are given a function y equals to 3x raised to power 5 plus 2x squared plus 5x plus 1, and you have to differentiate. Class, look at this function. There's no trace of y here. There's only one y in this side. And when you differentiate y, you have the y. Class, the first thing you should note is that the differentiation of a y component is the y dx. Anytime you differentiate a y component, you have the y. But look at this function. See that y is clearly separated from x. X is on this side, y is on this. This guy is more easy to differentiate because it doesn't need implicit. You just need to say 3 times 5, 15. Bring down your x. 5 minus 1, 4. Plus 2 times 2. Bring down your 2 minus 1. Plus differentiate 5x. What do you have? I told you, right? Anytime you have a number and x, clean the x, take the differentiate 1. 1 is a constant. A number that does not contain x disappears after differentiation. And therefore, the y dx is 15x raised to power 4 plus 4x raised to power 1 plus 5, and you are. But class, the same cannot be said of this. The same cannot be said of. In this one, see, x and y are mixing up together. X squared y cubed, x squared. Class, a separate approach is required when differentiating a y and x component together. A separate method is required when differentiating a y and x component together. And I'm about to teach you now, so pay close attention. Class, any of our tutorial we are doing now, if you miss it, you will miss something key, important exam topics. We have been joking since. I'm going to the technical aspect of each course now. The tougher aspect of each course. Class, how do you differentiate y components? Class, y is the same thing as dy dx. Dy what? What if it is now 2y? Class, differentiate y, you have dy. So differentiate 2y, you have 2 dy dx. 2 what? Differentiate y square. Y square is 2y dy dx. Differentiate 3y raised to power 4. It is 12y raised to power 3 dy. Who understands what I did? And who is lost? Nobody wants to be lost. Everybody say, no me go for my hand. I understand by God's grace. No me go for my. So everybody don't get that one. Only me. I know they raise up my hand. I know they agree. I know they. Don't worry, it's normal. Nothing to be ashamed of for now. Class. For y components, class, treat them as if you are treating an s component. But after doing it, you now put dy dx at the end. That's the difference. Class, let me remind you. Anytime you are differentiating a y component, assume it is an s component. So do it as you would do an x component. But at the end of it, you now put dy. Class, Class, if this was 2x, what would have been the differentiation of 2x? Is it not 2? Class, differentiate 2x, you have 2. But differentiate 2y, you also have 2. But at the end of it, you put the y. Class, for every the y component to differentiate under differentiation, always include the y dx. For every y component to differentiate during differentiation, include the y. Class, look at y square. If I have to differentiate x square, what will you have? Is it not 2x? Differentiate x square, is it not 2x? Because x square means 1x square. Do you agree? X square means 1x square, and 1 times 2, 2. Bring down your base x, subtract 1 from the power. 2 minus 1 is 2x raised to power. And 2x raised to power 1 is written as 2. So now differentiate y square. Assume it's x. 1 times 2, 2. Bring down your, subtract 1 from the power. What will be remaining? 2y raised to power 1 is 2. Then include the y dx. Now look at this. 3y raised to power 4. Let me show you again. What if this was 3x raised to power 4, class? If I have to differentiate 3x raised to power 4, what will you have? 3 times 4. What happens to your x? Bring it. 4 minus 1. So, class, differentiate 3x raised to power 4. We have 12x raised to power 3. So, differentiate 3y raised to power 4. We have 12y raised to power 3. But add the y. So, the only difference between differentiating x and y components is that for y component, after differentiation, add the y. Making sense, class? So if you have to differentiate 2y raised to power 7. Differentiate 2y raised to power 7, what will you have? 14y raised to power 6 dy. Thank you. So for every y component that is differentiated, a dy dx is introduced. For every y component that is differentiated, a dy dx is what? Introduced. Class, are we following? This is how mathematics supposed to be sweet. Many of you are teaching you like this in lecture. You will not have need for tutorial. But they don't teach it like, they don't break it down step by. They teach you as if you already know it before. Or you don't even teach at all, or the noise. Some of your problem is not even that you don't understand. You're not even hearing the lecturer first. How can you understand what you are not? You're not even hearing. How can you understand what you are not hearing? So let me even hear first, so that I will see if you understand or not. That's the challenge. Many people are not even hearing. I've been in lecture with people at the back. I was in college or which day? People were at the back. They were just pressing their phone. I said, what's going on, sir? If we follow this man, we'll not understand anything. When they come class, they are not understanding anything. We are coming for tutorial, sir. We are not understanding this man. He was using red pen that is very faint. Even those in front are not seeing. And I told the concept, oh yeah, take money, go and buy black pen for this man. They say, no, sir, I'll leave him. Students. I said, go and buy pen. Go and buy black marker, sorry. This marker, people are not seeing the marker. Follow me. Class. But this is a different ball game when you have 2xy. When you have what? Class, 2xy will require you to use product rule, which I need to teach you now. I need to teach you product. So in this 4 question I gave you, there's implicit, this product rule inside this question. So please, despite us doing implicit, permit me to quickly branch to what we call product rule. Because class, this is a product of 2 components, 2 variables, 2x and y. Class, this 2xy can be split into 2x in one side and y on the other. 2x times y will give you 2x. So this expression is a product of 2 variables. Hence, only product rule can demystify this question. Class, if they give you a question in the exam that contains product of 2 components, class, only product rule can bring that question down. Let me give you a simpler version of this. This is more difficult. Class, if you are given a question like 3x dot 2x, given that y equals to 3x dot what? And you have to differentiate. Class, these are 2 components. There's 3x and there's 2x. You use product rule. Use what? And what does product rule state? Write down product rule. Let's do it. Product rule. Is it showing well? Hope it's not cutting me out. It's showing well, right? Class, the product rule of derivative in the product rule of what? Derivative. The first component is called u and the second component is called v. In the product rule of derivative, the first component is called u and the second component is called v. In the product rule of derivative, the first component is called u and the second component is called v. So class, my u is 3x and my v is 2. That's the first step of product rule. Second step, 2. Differentiate u with respect to x to get du dx. Differentiate u with respect to x to get du. Also, differentiate v with respect to x to get dv. So, step 1 in product rule says what? Let the first component be called u. Let the second component be called v. Step 1 in product rule states that what? Let the first component be called u and let the second component be called v. So, u is equals to 3x and v equals to 2. Step 2, differentiate u with respect to x to get du and differentiate v with respect to x to get dv. Class, du dx, differentiate 3x, what do you have? 3. dv dx, differentiate 2x, what do you have? 2. Class, once you have gotten du dx and dv dx, you now apply the product rule formula. Class, the product rule formula mathematically can be expressed as dy dx equals. The product rule formula mathematically can be expressed as dy dx equals u dv dx plus v du dx. Who is saying all over v square? All over v square is quotient. It's quotient rule. It's quotient. Don't mix them up. Don't mix them. This product, difference between product and quotient. I'll come to quotient. I'll come to quotient. But this product. So, in a way, we are teaching implicit and also teaching product rule side by side. Follow me. Class, dy dx equals to u dv dx plus v du. This is the product rule formula. Class, you will not be given this in the exam. You should know it before you enter the exam hall. Dy dx equals u dv dx plus v du dx. Class, do we have u? We have u. Do we have dv dx? Who is dv dx? 2. Do we have v? Yes, v is 2x. And do we have du dx? Du dx is 3. Let's apply now. So he said u. Who is u? U is 3. So that's 3x times dv dx. Who is dv dx? 2. That's times 2. Plus v. Who is v? 2x. Du dx. Who is du dx? 3. Class, I'm just applying the rule. U is 3x. dv dx is 2. V plus v. Who is v? V is 2 times du dx. Who is du dx? 3. Resolve and get your final. 3x times 2 is 6. Plus 2x times 3 is also 6. 6x plus 6x, 12x. So the derivative of y equals to 3x bracket 2x is 12x. Class, actually, this kind of question cannot come out to the exam. It's too simple. I'm just using it as an example. But eventually this question comes out in the exam, I will not even advise you to use product rule. Product rule is a longer approach. Class, the faster you are to get in your answer, the better score you have. Class, in the exam, do not use product rule. Expand this bracket and get your answer. 3x times 2x will give you 3 times 2, 6. X times x. So 3x times 2x is the same thing as 6x squared. 6 times 2, coefficient, base, and power, right? 6 times 2. Bring down your, subtract 1 from the power, what do you have? 12x raised to power 1 is what? Have you not gotten the same answer? But class, I choose this simple question so you can really understand the product rule very well. Nobody teaches something that is hard and start using tough questions first. You will not like the topic again. So class, if they give this exact question in the exam, you must know, product rule can deal with it, but it's a waste of time. It's long. It's what? Just expand the bracket. 3x times 2x. 3 times 2, 6. X times x, x. So we have 6x squared. 6 times 2. 12. Bring down your x. Subtract 1 from the, and you are, do not use product. Leave product rule for tougher questions that you cannot just expand anyhow. The questions they will give you, you can't just expand any. For example, 2xy. Where do you want to expand? Where are you going? There's nowhere you can go. X times y, oh, you have xy. I see back to your same problem again. You get? But 3 times 2 is 6. X times x squared is known. You can do it. Do not use product rule. But in order for you to understand product rule, I have to use a very, very simple question. So that it will remove every form of confusion. When you want to build the foundation of a student in a particular topic, don't give room for any confusion. Use the simplest question possible. That's why it looks like teacher is taking simple question. He wants to remove every form of doubt, confusion. So you can understand the topic first before he now brings the main. Never forget this formula for product rule. Let's move forward. Let's move. Class, in this case now, this is two products, right? So you call this U and call this what? It means that U equals to what? And V equals to what? Y. In product rule, call the first component U, call the second component V. So U is 2x, V is Y. No, nice. So differentiate U with respect to x. Well, you have du. And V to Y, we have dv dy. Not x. Now there's no x. dv dy. So differentiate 2x. What do you have? 2. Is this part showing? Is it showing? Okay. And differentiate y. What will you have? Dy. Remember, the differentiation of y gives you dy. Anytime you differentiate y, note the final answer is dy. The final answer of y, to differentiate it on its own, is dy dx. Class. Class, follow me. So our differentiation of this guy will be u dv dy plus v du. Class, in our main formula, it was u dv dx, right? But this time around, it's not dv dx because it's v to y, so it's dv d. So I'm still following this formula, but instead of u dv dx, there's no dv dx here, instead it's dv d. So u dv dy plus v du dx. Class, this is the second formula for product rule when one of your components is y. When one of your components is what? Y. You say u dv d plus v du d. Class, who is u? Who is u? Who is u, class? U is 2. So u is 2x. Who is dv dy? dv dy is dy plus, I'm following the formula, plus v. Who is v? V is y. V is what? Who is the u dx? 2. Y times. The final answer is 2x dy dx plus 2 times y. 2y. Class, so the differentiation of 2xy is 2x dy dx plus 2y. The differentiation of 2xy is this complex derivative, not multiply coefficient and power. If someone did not show you, if I open your textbook 10 times, you might not still understand what they did. And I'm not even done with the main question. Class, this is just one part of the main implicit. This is just breaking down 2x. I've not broken down 4y raised to power 3. I've not broken down 3x square y. Before I will not differentiate everything. Class, this is just one part of the full question. Imagine trying to figure this out for the first time in the exam. Because that's what some students want to go and do. This. Imagine facing this for the first time in the exam. It's definitely an F. That's the risk some students are taking. I was there for yesterday, so we're just sitting there. They are free. Lecture is over. They just sat down, see, they don't know what's going on in school. Like, how can you be so ignorant? Because from 12 to 4, there's no lecture. The next lecture is by 4. Or some people have lecture by 2, though. Yes, I understand. They just sat down there. I wanted to go and address. I said, I will not say anything. I was just late. I drove my car. I came to class. I was left west around almost 12 to 12. They said your math lecture finished early, right? Your math lecture finished early. So I was there. I just said, let me even see what it's saying. They're just sitting down. Some pressing their phone. I said, give them this, they cannot solve. When you go back to your lecture, give some of your friends that always talk against tutorial. This, they go tutorial again. Give them, say, I still solve this. If you solve this question. So what will you write in your exam? Ask her your friend. What you go write for exam? Can you solve this? Class, we're not even done with the main question. This is just 2x, y. Class, let's now move to 4y raised to power 3. Should I come again with this 2xy? Oh, do you get it? You got it? Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now, class, let's go to 4y raised to power 3. For 4y raised to power 3, follow me. I think this one is simple. 4 times 3. Bring down your 3 minus 1. What will you now put? Thank you. Anytime you differentiate a y component, after differentiating the y component, include the y. Interesting. Let's now differentiate 3x squared y. Class, 3x squared y will only go down by product rule. It contains 2 components, 3x squared and what do you call the first component in product rule? U. Second component. When doing product rule, call the first component U, call the second component V. So class, it means that U is 3x squared and V is y. Follow me. U is 3x squared and V is y. Class, what we now do, differentiate U with respect to x, so you have du, and v to y, you have dv. What's du ds? 3x squared will give you what? 6. You agree? Differentiate 3x squared, you have 6x. Class, can I stop doing this 3 times 2? You are past that level now, B. So if I say 6x, we all grab. We're on the same page now. So come faster in our teaching, eh? Differentiate y, I can say the y ds, you all grab, right? To make me faster in the teaching. I don't start saying 3 times, subtract 1, we're wasting time. Good. Means everybody's on the same page now. Good. What's formula for the product rule when we have dv dy? Is u dv dy. You wrote in your book, right? U dv dy plus v du d. U dv dy plus v du d. Good. Who is my u? U is 3x square. Oh, not plus. Times dv. Who is dv dy? dv dy is dy. dv dy is dy. Plus, I'm following the formula. Plus v. Who is v? Y. And who is the UDX? Times 6. If we do everything, we end up having what? 3x squared dy dx plus y times 6x. 6x y. We end up having 3x squared dy dx plus 6x y. 3x squared dy dx plus 6x y. And what's the last thing to differentiate? 7. 7 is the constant. What do you have? 0. But class, you are not still done. You are not still. Class, after differentiating everybody, I've differentiated 2xy. What do I have? It's still here, right? 2x dy dx plus 2y. I differentiated 4y raised to power 3. What do I have? 12y squared dy. I differentiated 3x squared y. What do I have? 3x squared dy dx plus 6xy. And 7 is what? 0. Are you for this class? What department? AB, welcome. What department? Food science and technology going. Now class, apply. What's 2xy? We got 2x dy dx plus 2y, right? That's 2xy after differentiating 2x. So this one is done. I can clean it. After differentiating 4y raised to power 3, what do I have? 12y squared dy. I can clean it. We're not done. No. After differentiating 3x squared y, what do we have? 3x squared dy dx plus 6x. I can clean it. Our board is now free, yes. And after differentiating 7, what do you have? Next step. Class, this is just one question in the exam. Imagine how long you are taking. Most students don't finish the Math 120 exam. That's the truth. I'll just tell you one secret now. It's very rare students. You see students that finish number 1 to 35 and they solve everything. In the recorded time, it's not possible. There are some questions that you should solve as shortcuts. If you solve all your questions by long method, you will not finish 35 in that time they will give you. Because you have less than 90 minutes for your Math 120 exam. Go and check your past question. Another advantage of past question is that you will see the time for each course so you can prepare yourself. How can you say I'm preparing for exam? You have not planned yourself. Okay, how much time will I have for this exam? You don't know. You're not reading carelessly, directionless. Okay, how much time did they give for chemistry? When I'm reading chemistry, let me start planning my brain for that time. How much time did they give for engine drawing? Let me start planning my brain for engine drawing exam. You don't want to know. You don't have past exam question. You are preparing for exam. How? Because in each past question you are studying, you see the time they gave for each course. And you can prepare your mind for that time. Because it matter how much you read, if you cannot answer everything you read in the exam, you still not do well. You need to be fast. Some people, they know it, but they are slow in solving. They know it or they know it, but they are slow. They are not fast. Now, even if you know it, you cannot solve by yourself long method, 35 questions. There are some that you need shortcuts for. That's how I'll teach you shortcuts in mathematics. There are some that you should have seen in past questions before, so you don't need to solve it. You just pick your answer. If you go into the exam and you are planning to solve 35 new questions without any experience, class, you will not finish. Mathematics especially, you will not finish. That's why I told you guys, it's the most failed course in my carryover group. Math 120 is the most failed course in my carryover group. Why? Most people cannot even finish the exam. Ask your senior colleagues where you reach from Math 120. Ask your friends, they will tell you the truth. How many questions did you answer out of 35? The someone say 20 before they collect my script. Now 20 I read, they collect my script. Oh. Some 15, they collect their script. Because some people still be number 5. 10 minutes to go, number 5. Because look at one question we're solving since. It's long. This is just one question. Since. So it will be number 10. They'll say 5 minutes to go. That's why I advise students, class. When your exam starts, don't go to the difficult questions first. Look for the simple ones. Pick your simple questions first. Make sure that if they collect your script today, you know that there's no simple question that you did not do. There's no rule that says you must do number 1 first before you go to number 2, before you go to number 3. Some of you like this thing. Let me be arranging my things. I like my things arranged. No, class. If they give you question 8 points, 35, you know first, run there. No, pick, I don't see this one or past question. This one I past question. I don't see them before. Because let me tell you, some questions will be repeated, sure. Unimportant are good in repeating past questions. So out of 35, you have seen 5 before. You are better than someone that has not seen anyone before. That 5, someone else will be solving 5 new questions, right? He's going to spend more time than you. You just pick your answer. If you have seen that question, you just pick your answer. I've seen 5. So out of 35, you are not dealing with 30 questions. You are better than someone. Now, you know out of that 30, maybe 10 can go down by shortcuts. 10, you don't need to solve long method. You can use shortcuts. For example, you solve limit of infinity. I've taught limit of infinity in this class, right? X raised to power 3 plus 2x raised to power 2 plus 5. All over x squared plus 4. As x tends to infinity, class, don't solve anything. I've taught you guys the long cut. It was very long. You remember that, class? But the shortcut to this thing, what is the answer to this question without solving? The answer to the question is infinity. Is what? When the highest power of x is on top, the answer is infinity. Don't solve. Don't touch anything. Just pick your answer and move forward. When the highest power of x is at the numerator, your answer is infinities. When the highest power of x is in the denominator, your answer is 0. I'll teach these things again if you miss the class. I'll teach them. Don't worry. I know some people have missed, some people came late, some people resumed late. I'll teach them again. Don't. Are you for this class? Eh? Are you for this class? Come in now. Come in. One second. No theory, yes. Maths, OBJ, no theory. Yeah, most of your year one exams. Pass that side. I'm recording. Follow that side. Most of your year one exam, what? Objective. There's no exam that is theory for year one. All your exams are OBJ. So nobody wants to see how you solve. Just get the final. That's why I must teach you shortcut in this class. I must teach you short. There are some questions you can differentiate with your calculator. Do you know? I can differentiate. I can integrate with your calculator. Integration. There will be a time I'll call shortcut class. If you have not registered for this class, you won't be allowed some of these classes. You won't be what? You won't be allowed. Because class, some of these things, better you pay a little price for them now than to pay a bigger price when you see your results. I always tell students that say 3Ks for a course, 3Ks for a course. If you fail any course, you spend more than that 3K to pass that course. They say pay 3K for one course. You say no. When you fail the course, you spend more than that 3K. 3K for a whole semester is not too much. For a tough course like this. So class, we have differentiated this, we have this. Differentiate this, we have this, and 7 gives us what? Step 2 is to collect like terms. Class, all those people that have the YDS, let them be on one side of the equation. Those people that don't have the YDS, move them to the other side of the equation. Follow me. So who are those that have the YDS? 2x dy dx plus 12y squared dy plus 3x squared dy equals class. All these people that don't have the YDS, move them to the other side of the equation. So 2y will move here and become minus 2. 6xy will move here and become minus 6x. When someone moves from one side of the equation to the other, the sign will change. You remember? In mathematics, when someone moves from one side of the equation to the other, the sign will. So if it was plus 2y, when it comes here, it becomes minus 2. If it was plus 6xy, when it comes here, it becomes minus 6x. Class, are we following? We're now going to say, class, notice that everybody on the left-hand side has the ydx, right? Class, we're going to factorize out the ydx from each of them. So we're going to say the ydx and open a bracket. Class, if you bring out the ydx from 2x, what will be remaining? 2x. If you bring out the ydx from 12x, what will be remaining? Bring out the ydx, what will be remaining? Equals to what's on the right-hand side? Follow me carefully. Class, making the ydx from formula, I'm recording the class. Pass, okay? Don't follow that side. Making the ydx to formula, divide both sides by this bracket. Divide both sides by 2x plus 12y plus 3x. 2x plus 12y squared plus 3x squared. Divide both sides by 2x plus 12y squared plus 3x squared. So this cancels this. So that my final answer, my final derivative of this question, the ydx equals to what? Minus 2y minus 6xy all over 2x plus 12y squared plus 3x squared. Class, imagine you have just gotten one question, 2 marks. About 10 minutes has gone in the exam. Just one. Every question carries 2 marks. 35 questions means 35 times 2 is 70. Your exam will only give you 70 marks. Your CA will give you 30 marks. But exams give you more marks than CA, right? Exam is 70, CA is 30. Each question carries 2 marks. Any question you solve in the exam, you have gotten 35 times 2, 70. Then your CA, what's your CA? Your workbook or the test they will set for you in class. We make up your CA or any assignment they give. We make up your CA. Lecturer will decide the one that is more important and sum it up to 30 marks. Add it to your exam score. You now bring out your result. A, B, C. If you got 70 and above, you've made A. If you got 60 to 69, you've made B. If you got 50 to 59, you've made C. If you got 45 to 49, you've made D. If you got 40 to 44, you've made E. If you got anything less than 40, Faraday is what? Faraday. Anytime someone say, what do you get? When a Faraday, just another person down. When a Faraday or more, Faraday catch me, I swear. I'm not gonna lie you, my guy. Faraday catch. He catch me 2 times. Hey, so this guy got 2F. That's the slang they use in those days. But Faraday catch me 2 times. Just know that So this student has gotten 2F in this school like this. 2 carryover. God forbid. Oh. Anytime you hear your senior colleague say, oh boy, now 3 Friday. 3F means you are buying 3 new textbooks again. Any course you fail, you buy the textbook again. So that money you say you don't want to spend, you still spend it. Because if you fail math, you must buy the math manual again to fill it again. You buy that manual because you're going to do the manual again if you fail the course. The manual comes with the course, compulsory. You can't use your old manual for a new carryover. You must buy another manual, which under expenses. Only that manual, you have to spend that 3K. Like say you don't want to pay for tutorial. So be smart. Pass the course once and for all. Pass the course once and I won't say more than that. I'll give you a question to test your knowledge of implicit now. And I'd like to pick from the past question. Who has a past question here? Let me show you what lecture is planning the past. So give me a past question. If you've not gotten past exam question, you're not ready for exam. You've not gotten past exam question, you're not ready for, you're still playing. Almost all your colleagues have it. Past exam question. Past exam question. Everybody has it. I want to pick from exam question so you can see the exam standard. The exam standard. Yes, I love this question. Find the y dx at. Are you ready? Follow me. So this is not, we're saying no more joking again. We're exam mood. So my mood has changed. It's exam mode. And see a bit more serious than what we are doing. I'm not joking. Top topics now. Find the y dx at, open bracket, class, at 2, 1, class. Find the y dx at 2, what? 1. If, find the y dx at 2, find the y at what? 2, if x raised to power 3 plus xy plus y raised to power 5 plus 15 equals 0. Class, find the y dx at 2, what? 1. Find the y dx at 2, 1 if x raised to power 3 plus xy plus y raised to power 5 plus 15 equals 0. Class, when I was doing my own example, did I give you at anything? So example is for teacher, classwork is for. Example is for teacher, classwork is for. So teacher takes a simple example, gives students a tough. That's how it works, right? So yes, it's an unsaid rule, an unwritten rule. Teacher, take 2 plus 2, 4. Students, take 2 square raised to power 2.5. All square roots raised to power 100. And all square root of your school fees. All square root of your what? So that's that teacher. Teacher will take 2 plus 2 for everybody will be happy. Wait for exam. You will not see 2 plus 2. Let's solve this. Solve. Okay, let me see solve this. I've only given one example. It's not enough. It's not sufficient enough. Oh, you want to try? Oh, I like that mentality. That's good. I like this set. That's good. Go ahead. They say they want to try. So let us try. I like this set. Well done, class. I like this set. Well done. Try. Even if you miss it, just try. Let me pause my video so we don't eat people's data too much. Okay, welcome back. Let us solve this. So keep what you have in your book and let's see if you are correct. Are we together, class? Differentiate x raised to power 3, class. That one does not contain y. Differentiate x raised to power 3 is 3x squared. Class, do I need to explain this? No. We all understand now, right? Thank you. Hey, you are giving me lesser work. Differentiate xy. What did you do? Xy is product through, right? Call this guy you, call this guy. If I was not teaching, I know the answer. In an exam, I will not be explaining this. Let me teach you a shortcut. Follow me. Let me teach you a short. Instead of bringing it on and saying u, u is x, v is, I bet don't stress me. U is x, so du dx, and v is y dv. So I don't collect my paper yet. I'm coming. Du dx is 1, so I'll wait to. dv dy is dy. So you now say u dv dy, which is x, dy, plus v du dx, which is y times 1, which is y. Class, note that the differentiation of xy is x dy dx plus y. Let me show you a shorter approach. Let me show you a shorter Give me another marker. Give me another marker. Fast. 2. Class. X divided dx. Class, see what you do. Are you ready? Write down this x. Write down this what? Differentiate y. What do you have? The y. Plus, write down this y. Differentiate x. You have 1. Are you saying it? Y times 1 is what? Y. X divided dx plus y. Without going through, let AUX be equal to u. Let this be equal to this. Class, do you get it? Differentiate x, y. Class, let me come again. Let me come again now. See this x. Write it down, x. Are you seeing x? Now differentiate y. What will you have? Plus, now, write down this y. Now differentiate x. You have 1. Y times 1 is y. One more time. See this x. Just write it down. X. Don't do anything to it. Write it. Write the first person down. Differentiate the second person. Write the first person down. Differentiate the second. So write down x. Differentiate y. What will you have? Now say plus. Now write the second person down. Now differentiate the first. So write down y. Differentiate the first person. Making sense, class? Let's apply something else. If we have 3x squared y. We have 3x squared what? Write down the first person, 3x. Differentiate the second person. Differentiate y. What you have? Plus, write down the second person now. Differentiate the first person. So you have 3x squared dy dx plus, it's 6x times y. It is shorter. Instead of saying, let this be u, let this be v. In exam or when time under pressure. One more time. Write down this first person, differentiate the second. Then write down the second person, differentiate the first. Simple. Write down the first person, don't do anything to him. Then differentiate the second. Plus, now write down the second. Differentiate the first. Are we together? This will allow you to be faster in the class. Differentiate y raised to power 5. What will you have? 5y raised to power 4. The y. 15 is 0, is a constant, right? So everything equals to, differentiate 0, you also have 0. Differentiation of 0 gives you, who got to this stage at least? You got to this stage. Almost everybody. Well done, class. Well done, class. Now moving forward. We're now going to say 3x squared plus x dy dx plus y. Class, let's go ahead and write down all the people that have dy dx on one side, right? That's x dy dx plus 5y raised to power 4 dy dx. Those people that don't have dy dx, move them to the other. Who are those? 3x squared will come here and the sign will change to what? Minus 3x squared. Y times 1 is y, right? Y move here and become what? Minus y. So class, once you have succeeded differentiating everybody, separate those that have the y ds from those that don't have the y. Let those that have the y ds be on the left hand side. Move those that don't have the y ds to the right hand. Then subfactorize the y ds out. Class, write out the y ds. Just like we did in the first question, remember? If you bring out the y ds from here, what will remaining? Bring out the y ds, what will remaining? Equals to minus 3x squared minus. What do we now do? Make the y ds rate of the, by dividing both sides by what side is bracket? X plus, divide both sides by x plus 5y raised to power. Divide both sides by what? So that x plus 5y raised to power 4 cancels x plus 5y raised to power. And our dy dx equals to what? Our dy is now equal to what? Minus 3x squared minus all over x plus minus 3x squared minus y all over x plus 5y raised to power 4. Class, are we following? Why didn't I put the y dx in the what? This 3x squared. It's not carrying the y dx. Now it's 3x squared now. Wait, there's not carrying the y dx. 3x squared and y are on their own now. Move them to this. No. Thank you for the question. Better you are asked it now. She's asking, can this x cancel this s square on top? Is it possible mathematically? It's a mathematical taboo. It's a mathematical what? Because class, hello, are you for this class? Come in at the space. Please follow that side. Class, I mean this 3s square and this s are the ones up and down alone. There's no minus and this people to be beside them. You can do that. But there's minus now. They interact with other people. You can't just cancel them like. Class, actually we are done at this level. The YDX, this is showing to this point there. Is it showing to this point? Are you sure? Okay. Class, normally we are done. This is the YDX, right? But class, they say at 2,1. Class, anytime they say at 2,1, this first person represents the x component. Second person represents the y. So it means that x equals to 2, y equals to. This is a coordinate. At 2, meaning anywhere you see x put, anywhere you see y put. Class, the first entry is called the x component. And the second entry is called the y component. The first entry is the x component. The second entry is the y. So x is 2, y is 1. Where have you just come in now? Where are you coming from? You had class. Please follow that side. Follow that side. I'm recording. What class did you have? SLT. Oh, SLT students. You still try to come. Well done, well done, well done. There's at 101. Did he hold? Did he hold? Okay, but he closed early. He just closed now. But you came earlier than them. You left before you finished. No, it's SLT. They are stressing them. Now, class, at x equals to 2, y equals to 1. Anywhere you see x put 2, anywhere you see y put. So this is going to be minus 3 into bracket 2 square minus all over x is what? Plus 5. What is y? Raised to power. Has come again. They say at 2, 1, right? Class, anytime they give you a coordinate, after differentiating, they say at something, something. That first thing they mentioned is x. The second one they mentioned is. Meaning that after you have differentiated, anywhere you see x, put 2. Anywhere you see y, put. Class, you saw me bring this question from your past question, right? You see the exam even went further, which you may not see in textbook. This is what they set for your senior career. This is what they will likely set for you. Questions like this. Practice these things before exam. Get a past question and study before exam. Yes. I have an answer. Yes. Fast, please. What place? This place? This? This? Yes. The y. It's also for xy now. When we differentiated xy, you forgotten. Hello, wait. Wait, just wait. I'll clear. I've said. You know why I say wait. I've gotten what the problem is. Differentiate xy, you bring down x, right? Differentiate y, you have the y. Don't forget that we still continue. Now write down the and differentiate x, you have. Do you remember? So both this x dy dx plus y came from. Why you just coming? At least you tried, you came. All of those that didn't even come. You tried. Well done, well done. Well done. At least I'm saying people are now being serious. Well done. Class, keep it up, eh? Keep it. Tomorrow will be Math 110 workbook, 10 o'clock. Math 110, 120. We'll continue it. I wanted to teach version because of the upcoming test on Wednesday. In case they bring version in your test and you don't know what to write. If they bring limit, I've taught limit in the class. I'm recording, please. Follow that side. You can't follow this side. You want to follow the phone down. Follow that side, okay? It's not possible to pass here now. If they bring limit, I've taught limits now. I've taught limits. I'll taught limits. Limit is simple. Limit is what? Class. So we have solved this. Now, what is the final answer? After doing everything, minus 13 over. Nice. Class, this implicit differentiation for. Now let's go to the second question I gave. That one will teach you parametric differentiation. Someone should remind you of the second question I gave. Y equals to what? 2t squared plus what? And x equals to what? 4t. And they say find the y. Class, anytime they give you two functions, one containing y and the other one x component. Class, if they give you two functions, a y function and an x function, you have to differentiate. Just know that you are using parametric. Class, usually we are used to y and x being in the same expression. But now they're giving us two different functions. Y has its own expression. X also has its own expression. But they all tend to a common what? Domain T. Y tends to T. X also tends to what? T. Well done, class. Started seeing seriousness back. Keep it up. Keep it. Because that first time we started that online class, as if everybody just disappeared. As if we started doing online class, now they won't be coming for physical class again. Now that's not serious. So well done. Some people, they even finish the lecture, they still find where and come. That's the effort you put in. SRT students just finish the lecture, they say, now come and learn. I don't know whether it's because that test they had, shall maybe that's why you're even serious. Because students, I cannot trust you. Maybe after the test now, you just disappear back. Funny thing is, some people have been paid and they are not serious with the class. They have registered. We have over 200 students that have registered fully for the class. There's no day. I can't remember the last time I saw 200 students in class. If all our students that have registered come to class, we have to change venue. This venue cannot contain our students. When our paid members group, oh, well, yes. There are even some that have registered fully, but they have not joined the paid members. They don't even know. I don't know why. Because they're not always around. They don't know that we're created on that group for those that are paid. So they don't know. So see people that have registered for class and they're not coming, they're not serious. It baffles me a lot. It baffles me. So please, let's keep this seriousness. If not for test, exam is coming. Exam is coming up. Now moving forward, follow me. So tomorrow by 10, we'll come here from at 1:10. Be around. If lecture hold, find a way. Okay, let me run down to tutorial. I want to go and learn this thing. Find a way. Put your effort. Put in the effort. Like I like the effort people are putting in. Class, for parametric class, find the y dx. Class, first of all, you will differentiate y with respect to t. You have the y dt. The y. Differentiate x to t. You have the x. But what we are looking for is the y dx. So differentiate y to t. You have the y dt. Differentiate x to t. You have the x dt. Let's find this. Differentiate 2t squared. What do you have? 40. You understand, right? Do I need to explain? Differentiate 5. It disappears, right? The x is differentiate 40. What do you have? So the y dt is 40, the x dt is 4. But we're looking for the y dx. Class, let's look at this. The y dt divided by the x dt will give us the y dx. Follow me. If you divide the y dt by the x dt, you have the y. Why? Because inverse rule tells us that when this division changes to multiplication, the t will come, the x will come. Remember this rule in mathematics now. When division changes to multiplication, the denominator will go up, numerator will come. So that the t cancels what? And what's remaining? So we are proven that if we divide the y dt by the x dt, we have the y. So class, the y dx can be obtained by saying the y dt divided by the x. The y dx is the y dt. Note, for parametric differentiation, the y dx is the y dt divided by what? The x divided by the x dt. The y dx equals to the y dt divided by the x. Who is the y dt? 4t. Who is the x dt? 4. 4 cancels. What is final answer to this question? T. Who would have known that the y dx of this whole question is just t? The y dx, the answer to this question is just what? T. Except you've known this before. Normally, someone that was not good in math will not know this, will not get this answer if you are not taught like this. So class, how do you know when to apply this kind of question? When you see that they give you two different functions. Y is on one side, x is on the other. Differentiate with y with respect to t, you have the y dt. Funny enough, the common distance is always t. In fact, I'll give you something like this on your past question so you confirm now. Y to t is the y dt, x to t is the x dt. Now, you now divide the y dt divided by what? The x dt. The y dt divided by what? Someone should give me the past question. Let's take question from past question again. Okay, this is yours. Close to exam, they'll start stealing past questions. It happened last set. They'll start stealing. Yes. On some people now, they will try to buy, no way. They now resort to stealing. You better hold your person. I know my students that bought person twice last set. Twice. They came to buy again. So I thought you were bought. Sir, they stole that one. Since you will not use it, someone will steal it from you now, so use it. Since you don't want to use it, someone will do what? Say, so you even have it, you know they use them. I will steal them, no worry. Yes, interesting. Question 3. Class, question 1 of this year was limits. Question 2, limits. Question 3, parametric differentiation. Question 4, functions. Question 5, limits. Question 6, limits. Question 7, application of differentiation. Question 8, functions. Question 9, stationary point, that's differential application of differentiation. Question 10, zeros of a function. I'll teach you how to determine the zeros of a function. 11, point of discontinuity. Have I taught you point of discontinuity of a function? No. I'll teach you how to find point of discontinuity of a. Question 12, the differentiation. It's 35 questions now. Let's just evaluate together. Question 13, differentiation. 14, differentiation. 15, differentiation. 16, differentiation. 17, differentiation. 18, differentiation. 19, limits. 20, limit. 21, differentiation. 22, domain of a function. Domain we did on Saturday. 23, range of a function. This is how you prepare for exam. What did they bring out the most? Go and study this thing. What was lecturer like? Leave textbook, drop textbook, go and check what he said in his exam. Exam is the main thing. Drop textbook, go and check what he said in his. 24, limits. 25, limit of infinity shortcut. 26, differentiation. 27, differentiation. I wish one say you're not saying I'm just for a minute. 28, functions. 29, slope, differentiation, is application of differentiation. There are 4 applications of differentiation. We have slope of a curve, we have stationary point, we have rate of change, and we have tangent and normal to a curve. 29, differentiation. 30, differentiation. 31, differentiation. 32, limits. 33, functions. 34, functions. 35, differentiation. They did not bring integration 1. This year, they did not bring. Go to another year, study what did they like bringing. That's how a smart person prepare for exam. That's how a smart person prepare for. Because textbook is very broad. Where will you start from? Class, let me bet you don't have enough time to cover all your textbook from now to exam. You don't have enough time. You that having lecture every day like this. When will you read all your textbook? That textbook you just bought it because it's compulsory. You don't have enough time to read all your texts. The time no day. Let's not deceive our. So you need to read with direct AOC, area of concentration. Drop that textbook. Exam is close. Go to exam question. What can come out? I don't need to be reading directionless. If you are reading 2 hours, make sure you are reading on point. It's something that is important. It's not everything in your textbook that will come out. Class, take this question down. Find the y/dx if x equals to t squared plus 2t plus 2. Find the y/dx if x equals to t squared plus 2t plus 2. Find the y/dx if x equals to t squared plus 2t plus and y equals to t squared plus 1. If you have your past one, go to page 53. You see it there. To be sure that you have the correct past question. Page 53, question 3. Page 53, question 3. Option A, t all over t plus 1. B, 2t all over 2t plus 1. C, 2t plus 1 all over 2t. D, 2t all over t squared plus 2t plus 1, or t all over what? Please bring my water, bring my water. Class, they gave you x and they gave you y. What will you do? Find the y dt, find the x dt, and divide the y dt by the x. Class, the y dt is 2t, right? And we all understand. I don't need to explain, Abi. Thank you. The x dt is 2t plus. Class, note the instruction. Don't say the x dt divided by the y dt. It is the y dt divided by. So who is the y dt? 2t. Divided by the x dt 2t plus. Class, do we have this in the option? No. Now, class, someone would think they made a mistake and try to help the lecturer. It's like this one at 2. Now, no be 1. Me, I help them. I pity you. It's a trap. It's a class. They have gone for that to be wicked. Only a smart person will see that 2 is common everywhere. 2 is common what? They have gone for that to factorize 2 out of this answer. Class, bring out 2 from T, eh? Bring out 2 from these people below. You bring out 2 from here, you have T. Plus, bring out 2 from here, you have 1. You have what? So 2 on top can cancel 2. And what's remaining? T all over T plus. If you don't open this passage, you will never know questions like this. You will not be used to the tricks they play on you. It's as you go and meet this thing for the first time, and you will learn from experience. It's better you learn from someone else's experience instead of your own failure experience. Learn from someone else. Let someone fail for you, and you learn from their failure. Don't go and fail first to learn. Say me I fail. When I get 1 F first, I go learn. Practice these things enough that nothing can surprise you in the exam. If the same lecturer that said this question, I'll set your exam. He will not change his language. The same line of question. They might not even repeat the exact same question, but you are used to their line of question. Okay, I know what they can do. I have seen something like that. They've done something like this before. I know what they did. Someone that studied past question is faster in his processing speed of the question than someone that has not. Someone that has not now is meeting those kind of questions for the first time. You will start thinking, what should I do? Someone that has done past question enough already knows what to. I've seen something like this before. I know what to. It's faster in the check, but it's faster in the exam. Even if they don't repeat questions, because he has seen things like that, he knows what to. So you're not just doing past question because they will repeat exactly the same thing. No. The line of questioning, you are used to it. The common tricks they can set, you are used to. You are used to it. It can't be overemphasized. The importance of past question cannot be overemphasized, class. It cannot be emphasized. Now, see what they did here. You have gotten the answer, but you will never see it in the option. They've gone to cancel 2 everywhere to leave you with T all over T plus 1. Now, class, this is parametric different. Then I gave a third question, right? As it stands now, you're already better than someone that is not here today. If you're in this class now, you are better than someone that is not here today, definitely. Give any of your friends these questions. That number 1. Tell them to solve it. Or give them this one I brought from passion. They can't solve it. Class, give me the number 3 question. Find what? 5 cos cube x, right? 3 sine y. 5 cos cube x minus 3 sine raised to power 4y. 5 cos cube x minus 3 sine raised to power 4. Class, cos cube x means cos x all raised to power 3. Cos x all raised to power what? And sine raised to power 4y means sine y all raised to power. Please take first things first. Did I teach you chain rule on Friday? Math 120 class on Friday, I taught chain. Don't miss any of our classes again. I'm not teaching important things. Any day is no longer I come one day of the week. Any day you miss a key topic. That's why if you have registered with us, maybe you have practical on that day. You will get the access to the class. I'm recording every day. So any day you have practicals, so the practical that can be an excuse for missing class. Now, we are meeting every day, Monday to Saturday. Our first class on Wednesday, hope you know. If you're on a general group, you saw the new timetable, right? We are meeting every day. This is exam period. I'm not more giving you any free day. I don't joke with my student. You must not fail. I cannot allow it. I cannot allow. So every day I'm coming to school, Monday to Saturday, serious work. You must work it out. You must work it. So I'm not joking here. So Monday to Saturday, Wednesday class is 3 p.m. 3. If you don't see us in PSO, don't think you're not having class. Check that PS small class. Come to new lecture. We are in class. I must use one venue and teach. But our first venue is that PSO. That big PSO is on Saturday. If you don't see us in that big PSO, don't think we are not having class. I don't joke with my classes. Except I cancel the class myself. I don't joke with my classes. I'll be around. I don't miss my classes. So if you check there, you don't see, or maybe they are using there for a lecture. Okay. They may be here. They may be here. Check our group. Maybe I've updated the group. This is where we are. Class, I've taught this on Friday. And those that I taught on Friday, you understand when I say 5, bring down this 3. Class, are we together? If I check cos x, you have minus sine x. Repeat your bracket cos. Subtract 1 from the power 2. Minus 3. Differentiate this guy, you have cos y, dy, dx. Anytime you differentiate anybody that has y, put the y. Who remembers? In implicit, anybody that contains y, after differentiating it, no matter where it's found, include the y. I'll bring down the power. 4. The power should have even come in before this. 4. Bring down the power. This is a shortcut I'm doing. There's a low method for this. So I taught them shortcut on Friday. And those that are on Friday, you understand what I'm doing, right? Bring down the power 4. Differentiate sine y, you have cos y, dy dx. Repeat the bracket sign. Subtract 1 from the power, you have 3. 5 times 3, 15. Minus 15. Sine x cos square x. 3 times 4, 12. Minus 12. Cos y. Sine cube y dy. Final answer. If they give you this question in your test, it don't be. It don't be. I just solved now if I'm in an exam and I want to be fast. Some of you will go, I'm trying to teach, I'm making it slow so you can understand. If I'm in an exam under pressure now and I need to finish my exam on time, I'm not waiting for you. I know what. Because time, exam is time. But if I want to teach now and now calm down, that's what takes our time. If it's only me that is just solving these things, I would have gone far. If I'm not trying to make you understand, I can finish your 4 topics today in Math 120. If I don't want to make you understand, I just want to teach like I know it. I'll finish it. Today, I'll finish your Math 120. Just 4 topics: functions, limit and continuity, differentiation and application of differentiation, integration and application of integration. I'll teach it. I've not even entered trigonometry yet. I will enter trigono. I've not taught trigonometry differentiation. That's why some of you will be lost here. Class, before I continue this, I'll just like when I was doing implicit, I branch product through, right? You will not understand this very well until I teach you trigonometric different. Why did this cos change to minus? That's the foundation. It's under trigonometry. Anything cos, sine, tan, they are all trigonometric. So after writing this solution down, we'll explain it later. Let me teach you trigonometric differentiation. If you don't understand trigonometric differentiation, you will not understand why I'm doing what I'm. So after teaching you the trigonometric differentiation, I now come back to explain what I did there. You now say, okay, oh. Are we together? So let me go back and teach trigonometric different. But finish writing this. Finish writing. And this particular video is rich. I've taught implicit, Abi. I've taught parametric. I've taught enter product rule. Also, this will also make me teach you chain rule again. This chain rule here. Now I mentioned trigonometric. So if I upload this video, this one is very rich. I'll teach trigonometric version now. So write down this solution and then write down trigonometric differentiation. I'll teach you both trigonometric and inverse trigonometric. Inverse trigonometric. Your past right? Both trigonometric and inverse trigonometric differentiation. Let's go. Trigonometric differentiation and inverse trigonometric differentiation. Break all these things down. Pieces it. Yes. Yes, of course you can, yes. Not now. I'll teach trigonometric differentiation now. Trigonometric different. Hope it's still recording now. Class, bring out your table. Draw a table, write y and write the y dx. Trigonometric differentiation. Draw out a table, you put y on one side, put the y dx on the other. Class, what I want to give you now are fixed rules of trigonometric derivatives. So that anytime one person is expressed to you, you provide the other person as the derivative of that person. Class, sine x. Once differentiated turns to cos x without any question asked. Without any question. Cos x, once differentiated turns to minus sine x. Tan x, once differentiated turns to sec square x. Cot x, one differentiated turns to minus cosec square x. Cot x, sec x. Once differentiated turns to sec x tan x. Cosec x. Once differentiated turns to minus cosec x. Cot x. Arc sine x. Arc sine x means inverse of. When you differentiate the inverse of sine x, you're going to have 1 all over square root of 1 minus x squared. Arc cos x. Arc cos x, that's cos inverse of x. Minus 1 all over square root of 1 minus x squared. How far is this video showing? I want to write in that side. Does it show? It will not show much. It will cut. Okay, but I can write here. I think this place is no, don't shift. This place is freer. Wait, let me see. Can I write here like this? Is this line covering? Like this line, is it okay? Like I can write it inside this line to show. What I mean is this line showing in the video? Yes. Arc tan x. Class, hope you know what my arc cos arc sine. It means if someone says differentiate sine raised to power minus x, that's what my arc sine. Inverse of sine. So there's a rule for differentiating normal sine x and differentiating inverse sine. That arc means inverse. Arc tan x is 1 all over 1 plus x squared. Arc cot x is minus 1 all over 1 plus x squared. Arc cosec x 1 all over absolute value of x root x squared minus 1. Oh, this arc sec x, this arc sec. Now arc cosec x minus 1 all over absolute value of x root x squared minus 1. You see why I say pass this course once and for all. Don't come and be doing this in year 2. You don't need this headache in year 200 level. Just pass the course. Some of you after year 1, God has blessed you. Your partner is not doing math again. Pass the course once, and if they fix math class, don't joke with math class. You hear math class, run and go and learn it, pass it. Just pass the course and leave math alone. Leave math for engineering and cybersecurity infotech people. Is people who say in 200 level, I'll continue our math 200. So this sense I'll be teaching my math class 200 level will be only infotech, engineering, and hair. But science, you not do math again. You rest. Leave math for us. But you rest your math. Some of you don't like math. It's understandable. Me, I love math. Math is sweet. But some people don't like. Just go to your lecture now and ask your friend, what is the differentiation of arc cot x? You press your phone. Differentiate arc cot x. You know that you say me, I don't come from tutorial again. They laugh me, say I go to tutorial. Yeah. Differentiate, show me arc cot x, differentiate them. We're not even done. No? You think we're joking here? I've not explained anyone. I will explain everything. Which one is explain only that arc? I will explain every. I want you to have it in your book first. He said, explain that arc. Is it Noah arc? That arc that Noah built in the Bible. It's not that one. No. I can't move now. I'm recording. Is it that will move? We'll move to this side. I should leave the class for you. Man, you have to cram all these things and have it in your head. Eh? Which head? It's your head now. He said which head? That's why you say, why is they coming to shout in your hall every day? You know why some people you know why I'm shouting and why I understand. Some students don't know what they are aiming for yet. So it's not as if it's their fault. They don't know. They don't. What you don't know, they just feel that school is just, they go just pity us now. All of us will just pass somehow. They don't just shout. I'll be sweating, you'll be shouting. This school is I know what I've seen. After first semester now, some people no one that says they shout or see question, Jesus. When you see your exam question, you will say, so no one. So this is why this guy was shouting. Jesus, you won't finish your math. Wait for your exam. I know why I'm shouting. You will not understand. Wait for your exam. You see why I was shouting all this while. When I'll come to you all, I'll be shouting, come to class, your assignment, if anything score less than 40 is an F, I'll be shouting. This is just want to get to 3 students. Just want to get to 3 students. Wait for your exam. Wait for you will know whether it's me or it's you. Moving forward, can I clean this? Next thing we'll now look at is when we introduce a constant k. Class, sine s gives us cos x, but sine kx, sine what? Class, differentiate the k. Anytime k means a number. Differentiate a number and x. You clean the x, take the number, right? So clean the x, take the k, right? K, sine will change to cos. Repeat your k. I will explain. Don't worry, let me just give you the rule. So differentiate sine kx, you have k cos kx. Differentiate cos kx, you have minus k sine kx. Differentiate tan kx, you have k sec square. Now let's introduce natural logarithm. Follow me. Differentiate in x, you have 1 over x. Let's introduce exponential e. Differentiate e raised to power x, you have e raised to power x. This is the simple thing they will ever ask you in the exam. This is the only expression in mathematics derivative calculus that the differential is same as the question or the function. So differentiate e raised to power x, you still have e raised to power x. For class, the same cannot be said when a constant k comes in. When a constant k comes, For example, e raised to power kx. We give you k e raised to power k. So do you see that this stuff, do you see why this course is only 4 topics? Because he has children. Only the differentiation, look at the children. And the most asked topic in this math 120 is different. Shey we just did it now, he was counting differentiation. After differentiation, they will now go to limits. There's only a few questions on integration. What holds this course together is different. Go and grasp meaning of calculus. Calculus means what? Derivatives and integration. Of course, but differentiation is the key of this course. It will take at least 60% of the exam. Because it also has application. Very soon I'll teach you application, stationary point, slope of a curve, minima and maxima, talking about equation, tangent and normal to a curve. It's broad. That's only 4 topics in the course. But it has children, a lot of children. Only this table, say, if I can set 30 questions on this table. Only this table can bring 30 questions. And your exam is 35. We're not done. What of log? Class, there's logarithm, there's normal logarithm and natural. Class, in x is 1 over x, but log x base a is 1 all over x in a. 1 all over x in class. The table is done now for your level. I don't even want to enter hyperbolic here. There's still hyperbolic functions. What we'll call what? Hyper. But let me not overrush you. We'll deal with this one first. Hyperbolic will come out, but it's another subheading. It's not here yet. It's another sub. Yes, it will come out in the exam. No, it's not in under this subheading. It's different. This trigonometric. We have hyperbolic is different from trigonometric. When you see those ones that carry H, it's hyperbolic. It's in your exam question. H, I'll teach you. That one is separate. It's broad. The topic is broad. There are different subheadings. But let me finish this one. Then I'll now go into hyperbolic functions. Hyperbolic. Don't worry. This course, I want to cover it twice before exam. I want to finish it and go again. So you can know it very well. You need to be conversant with it. Be close to the part of this course. Early enough. Early. You can read biology 2 weeks to exam. Biology is something that is theory now. Just reading between lines, underline the key points. But math, you try this guy 2 weeks to exam, he will deal with you. So that's why if you notice in our timetable, I put this guy twice a week. I put mathematics. If you check our timetable, it's full of mathematics. I want to deal with mathematics now. Math 110 is also twice a week. Like today is math 120, tomorrow is math 110, Wednesday is math 110. You see why I'm putting math, because math is where we need to go now. Then we have chemistry twice a week too. We have chemistry on Friday, right? I put chemistry on Friday and on Saturday, yes. Chemistry on Friday, so I'm giving chemistry twice. I gave physics 1 because we've been doing a lot of physics recently now. We've been doing physics very. So it's time math, chemistry, both math twice a week, chemistry twice a week. Physics once. We have physics on when? Thursday, Abi. We physics on Thursday, Abi. Or is it Friday? Check. I can stop recording. Low battery. Thank God it was when I was talking and stopped recording. Yes, to carry. My inverter is there. I'll bring it. Okay, class, let's go. Time for explanation, right? I've given you so many laws of derivatives. So you have how many things to cram? How many laws that you number them in your book? Some people are very organized. They number all of them. Count how many laws? 19? Someone said 9. Are you sure it's not more than 19? They are all 19. So you have 19 trigonometric laws to store in your brain. 19 trigonometric laws to store in your class. Everything in this mathematics, I'll teach it twice before your exam. I'll cover your mathematics twice before your. Because we're doing it twice a week now. So every day we're meeting Monday to Saturday. So I'll cover it. I'll start again, cover it again. You must pass this course once. Now, let's go. Explanation time, explanation. Explanation time, explanation. Let's go. Class, some things will be explained, some will not be explained because they are just fixed. They're just what? For example, I don't know what to tell you why sine change to cos. It's just like that. Anytime sine x is differentiated, it switches over to the other side. Cos is a rule. But what I can explain is if they now give you sine, that place I said sine kx changes to k cos. You know, this time I gave you just sine x, changes to cos x. And this time I gave you sine, instead of just x, and I put a kx. K could be any number, it's a constant. Class, and when you are differentiating sine with a number and x, class, focus on the number and the x. Differentiate this number and the x, clean the x, take the number, put it behind. Then sine will change to what? Then repeat the kx in front. Example, follow me. Example, follow sine 3x. Differentiate sine 3x. Follow me. So in this instance, k is what? Class, differentiate 3x. What do you have? 3. Now sine will change to, now repeat the 3. So differentiation of sine 3x is 3. So you see, sine kx, k, cos k, rhyming with the law. Are we together, class? Let's see if you actually got it. Differentiate sine 7x. What will you have? 7. 7 cos 7. Smart. Now, class, follow me. So we now know that when sine is differentiated, it changes to cos, right? But when cos is differentiated, it changes to sine, but with a minus. So minus is a fixed rule. But now, what if not? This is not just cos, this is cos k. If you change to differentiate this kx, you have k. But cos usually changes to minus sine. Then repeat the k. I'll come again one more time. Follow me. Differentiate this kx in front. The x will go, the k will remain, right? It's not this kx that brought this minus. So differentiate kx is just k that should be here. But anytime cos is differentiated, it changes to minus. This is the minus. Then repeat the kx in front. Repeat the kx in. So if we have cos 20x, what will it be? Differentiate 20x. What do you have? 20. Cos changes to what? Minus. Repeat the. Is that okay, class? That's cos. That's what? Let's go to tan. Differentiate tan x. What we have? Sec square. Differentiate tan x. You have sec square. But differentiate tan kx. What will you have? Differentiate kx. What do you have? K. Tan changes to what? Sec square. Repeat your. One more time. Tan x changes to sec square x, right? But in the k means any number, right? Differentiate the kx, you have k. Tan changes to sec square, repeat your k. So let's now go tan 3x. What will you have? 3 sec square, 3x. Now, class, is that clear? Let's make it more complicated now. Increase the level of toughness. Are we ready? Let's now go to, follow me. This is how you're supposed to teach you the math so that you can get it. Follow me. Before now, we have been doing sine 3x or cos 4x or tan 3x, right? We have not considered that a number can come before each of these persons, thereby increasing the complexity of the question. Now, I can now increase the, I'm going for simple and I'm adding the difficulty. 4. What if there's 7? What if there's 9 here? 4 sine 3x. Before if it's just sine 3x, what will you do? Before if it's sine 3x. Differentiate 3x, you have 3. Sine changes to, repeat your, there was no problem here, right? I've now added a problem 4. Class, what I'm just telling you is that this 4 does not change any. Class, still do this as sine 3x, you have 3 cos 3x, right? Now multiply by 4 times 3. So if I were to do this from the beginning now, so what I would do, nothing happens to this 4, write it 4. Now go ahead and do what you usually do. Differentiate sine 3x, you have what? 3. Sine changes to, repeat your 4 times 3. Is that okay, class? This guy, without this 7, what would he have been, class? Differentiate 4x, what do you have? 4. Cos changes to what? Minus sine, repeat your, right? But now, what was there? 7, right? 7 doesn't affect it. Just put 7 times this minus 1. You are done. So if I'm doing it with this 7 now, oh, like write down the 7. Write down the 7. Now continue what you usually do. Differentiate 4x. What do you have? 4. Differentiate 4x is not minus 4. It's 4 now. Is this cos that will bring the minus? Cos will now bring minus sign, right? Cos will change to minus. Then repeat your minus 7 times 4. Minus 28 sine. So coming to 9 tan 3x. 9 tan. Write down your 9. Nothing happens to it, right? Differentiate 3x. What do you have? 3. Tan changes to what? Then repeat your 9 times 3. 27 square 3. You understand? Take the car key. Let me bring my inverter from the car. Careful, don't let it shake. The inverter is in the boot. Bring it. We record. Class, follow me. Are you ready for that level now? Differentiate cos 3x plus 1 all over 5. Differentiate cos 3x plus 1 all over. This video will be very rich. A lot of things we have taught in this. Cos 3x plus 1 all over 5. So another advantage is that anything you didn't really understand is being recorded. So if you've registered with us, you have a chance to watch it again and again and again. Replay it. I did not understand. It was fast in this part. The video is there. Don't worry. So that's why it should be on our registered members group. I don't post generally on all the groups. On our registered members groups, you have access to our classes. So you can go and watch again and understand that stuff. Maybe 2 weeks from now, you forgot what I taught in this thing. That's in Atlantic before and it came out in assignment. Let me go and learn it. So you have a chance to still study, learn with us. In our trials, you have a chance to what? Assess the classes again. Close to exam, you want to revise differentiation again. The video is there, right? There was one class where I taught that thing very well. I missed that class. I know I was in that class, but I left early. The video is there for you. Just wait. So that I can charge. You didn't bring my cord. There's a cord. There's a white cord in the front of the car. Check the front seats. Class, cos 3x plus 1 all over 5. Class, this all over 5 should not deter you. I can write this as something as 1 over 5 cos 3x plus. Do you agree? That cos 3x plus 1 all over 5 is something as 1 over cos 3x plus. Now, when you are differentiating, nothing happens to this 1 over 5. Write it 1 over. Now, differentiate this 3x plus 1. What do you have? 3. Do you agree? Differentiate 3x is 3. 1 is a constant. This cos changes to what? Minus. Then repeat the 3x plus. Repeat the what? Minus 1 times 3. Minus 3 over 5. Sine 3x plus. Final answer. Final. So the derivative of cos 3x plus 1 over 5 is minus 3 over 5 sine 3x plus. Yes. Yes, yes. It disappeared, but anything that was in front will still come out in front now. Do you remember the one we're doing just sine 3x? Class, when we differentiate sine 3x. Differentiate 3x, what do you have? 3. Sine changes to everything in front, you still wrote it back. That's something I'm doing. She's asking, I thought the 1 disappeared. Why am I writing it to my final answer plus 1 again? Class, the 1 disappeared when I was differentiating it here, to put it here. Let me come again. Cos 3x plus 1 all over 5. Follow me. This all over 5 will be a big problem until I separate it out as a fraction. There's an invisible 1 here. 1 over 5 can come out. 1 over. Then write out cos 3x plus 1. Because I believe that if I only gave it cos 3x plus 1, it would have been easy to differentiate. If I did not put all over 5, differentiate cos 3x plus 1, what will you have done? Differentiate 3x plus 1, what will you have? 3. Share anytime they give you cos, whatever, differentiate what is in front, put it behind. Differentiate 3x is 3. 1 is a constant. It has disappeared, so only 3 is here, right? Sign cos changes to what? Minus sign. Now repeat everything in the bracket again. 3x plus. Do you understand? When repeating it again, you're not asking saying that 1 will disappear. No. Everything in the bracket, write it out. But there's all over 5, right? So my final answer will also be all over. My point is that nothing happens to the all over 5 under. Nothing happens to the all over 5. Let's keep going. Let's keep. So class, differentiate 2 sine 3x. What will you have? 2 sine 3x. Nothing happens to these 2, right? Differentiate 3x. What do you have? 3. Sign changes to repeat your. If this was 3x squared plus, you repeat everything again, Abby. Now, good. Interesting. Class, so 2 sine 3x is 2 times 3. Cos. Are you ready for classwork? Differentiate. Are you ready? Are you ready? What? Why are you laughing? Everywhere good, Abby? Everywhere good. Differentiate 2x sine 3x. Differentiate what? 2x sine 3x. It will soon be time to bring it. Where is the cord? This is the cord. Where is the power bank? Class. 2x times 3 says cos 3x. This is what you got, right? Class, apart from few students that might know it because they have good foundations. This is wrong. This is class, this product through this product. Class, there's a big difference between 2. So class, let me tell you in exam, one thing I'm confusing you is looking at the question where is this product work? Can I just use normal method? Class, the difference between 2 sine 3x and 2x sine 3x. Class, x is now occurring in 2 places. This is a product of 2x component, class. I can split this question to 2x and sine 3x. Call this guy u, call this guy is product through. There's a big difference between 2 sine 3x and 2x. I want to see x before the trigonometric function. And this x in front again, class. Don't do it as what we have been doing that. Hey, differentiate this, put it here, then put it in front, then you are done. Class. If it is just 2 sine 3x, what we have been learning holds. So you said the rule keeps changing depending on the question. If it's just 2 sine 3x, just write down your 2, right? Differentiate 3x, you have 3. Sign changes to repeat your 3. But you can't do that here because this is 2x. Class, the rule is different. This product rule. So class, 2x sine 3x must be split into 2 components. Call the first component. I've taught you product rule today now. Call the first component u. Call the second component what? So u is 2x. Thank God I taught product rule, making my work easy. And v is sine. What is the rule in product rule? Differentiate u with respect to x to get du. And differentiate v with respect to x to get dv. Differentiate 2x, you have what? Differentiate sine 3x, what do you have? 3 cos. You all understand why now, right? I taught you. What is the formula for product rule differentiation? The y dx equals o. Okay, suppose you're getting used to it. U dv dx good plus sharp plus v du. U dv dx plus v du. You can't finish today's class and say not learn something new. Is that right? There's nobody that said I didn't learn something. Now class, who is u? U is 2. Who is dv dx? 3 cos 3 plus who is v? Sine 3x. Who is the u dx? 2. Two x times 3. 6x cos plus 2 times sine 3x. One will say sine 6x. Class, this 2x does not have the right to multiply this 3x. It is just 2 sine. So don't say sine 3x times 2 is sine 6x, now 6, now 3 times 2, now 6, now what's in the top? No. Class, this 3x has trigonometric power. It cannot just be mingling with 2. 2 is just a 2. The 2 will come behind and become 2 sine 3x. So the final answer is, okay, this is already a final answer. 6x cos 3x plus 2 sine 3. This is the answer to this question, class. Mind you, if you use the former approach, you will get only this. You won't get this part, right? And this will be in the option. If you use the former one, you only get this. You won't get this part. I'm recording the class. Go to the side. Are you ready for your classwork? I should not clean it. We've done product through before now. You see that we still have work to do. There are a lot of things I'm going to explain in that table, right? There are a lot of things we need to explain in that. And what brought us to trigonometry? It was one question I gave, right? Remember that third question that brought us? I said, let me go and teach trigonometry first. Some of you, if you have your friends in your department, let them also know about the class. Some of you, you know that one, maybe you're in your department, tell your friends, when you're coming to class, don't just come alone. Come with your friends, let them come and learn too. Let them come and learn. Let them come and do what? Learn. I saw 2 girls, one attended the class, one does not. I was not telling you, but you attended the class, she didn't tell me. And they are friends. One attends, one does not. And she said she has been coming, but she didn't just tell me. Please, there's no first position in university. Everybody can pass, everybody can do what? We see your friend, come we'll go tutorial now. You know, you just sit down like, come we'll go. Drag them along, drag them along with you. Come and learn. You just sit down like, you don't get lecture. Come now, tutorial they will come. Yeah, come, escort me, we'll go together. And tell your friends, tell your last question, because I will need to continue this. This is almost 3 already. I need to continue this in the next Math 120 class. So it means that we still have continuation of this, right? Differentiate x squared. I want you to have small rest before your 4 o'clock lecture. I don't want to be learning till 4. It's bad. X squared plus x. Differentiate x squared cos differentiate what? X squared cos x. But this guy will also go down with product. Call the first person U, call the second person V. Call the first person U, call the second person. So U is x squared, right? I hope you are solving, and V is cos. Don't just wait for someone to solve. Apply it. You'll be the one in the exam. Start testing yourself now. Fail enough now. So before your exam day, you have already failed all your failure. Fail all your failure before exam. Make all your mistakes before. Fail all your failure. Attempt. If you see any question, attempt. May I write? May I do it? Let me do it now. Fail everything now. So exam day, you now pass. Some people, their first failure is exam day. That's the first day they will make questions like this. They are not opening any book. They are not attending any tutorial. The first day they will make questions like this exam day, they will not be shocked and they want to pass. How? You meet it now and fail it. Correct yourself. Fail it. Correct your x squared cos x. Let the first person be U, let the second person be. So U is x squared, V is cos x. Differentiate U to x, you have the U 2x, right? The V dx, you have what? What will you now do? U dv plus V du. Who is U? X squared. Who is the V dx? Minus sine x plus V Who is the UDX? Can these 2x multiply this x? No. So these 2x come to the back, right? So we're now going to have minus x squared sine plus 2x cos x. Final class. We'll stop our differentiation class here, but we're not done. In our next class, when is our next Math 120? Saturday, right? Saturday is our next Math 120 class. We'll continue from here. Thank God Saturday, nobody has excuse to miss it because nobody has lecture on Saturday. If you are missing Saturday class, don't joke with Saturday class. Don't joke with Saturday class. Pass the course when your colleagues are passing it. This is the level you are supposed to pass it. Pass it now. We have moved our Saturday class 12 to 2, 2 to 4. Chemistry will start first, 12 to 2. Then Math 120 is 2 to 4. We move it to 12 because of SLT students, so they can attend. We don't want to give anybody an excuse why they do not attend. So I add this, I add that. Stop missing Saturday class. So class, tomorrow, what time is our tutorials? Possible.